This is Dr. Vinayak Senthil. I am the Managing Director of Speed Medical Institute, and basically I am a cardiothoracic surgeon. I did my medicine in Government Kilpauk Medical College in Chennai and MCH cardiothoracic surgery in Madras Medical College, Chennai. So good morning to all of you. So today we are going to discuss how to prepare for 2019 NEET exam, AIMS, PGI, JIPMA. What are the things to do for a year-long preparation? So, what are the basic prerequisites for oneself who is going to start the preparation? The students who have prepared last year would have undergone all those exercises and they will know what to do and how to do. But the students who are the freshers as past is going to complete the internship, a past internship this year, 2018, and they are going to start the exercise of preparation for 2019. This lecture will definitely be useful, and for all those students who have done 1 year of preparation, they have gone for all the AIMS exam, PGI and JIPMA, and they have got the scores, and the scores are little less, and then you have to wait for your All India ranking and the counselling. Then we will decide how to go about for the next step. Now, for those students who are starting for the first time, going to start about PG entrance preparation for the first time, what are the things to be followed? Number one, what is the most important parameter for me to prepare for PG entrance? Now let us address in 4 or 5 headings, that is the kind of preparation. Number 2, the place of preparation. Number 3, technology. So, number 1, the kind of preparation that the student has to take on. Should a student join a coaching institute or a training institute for a PG entrance, or can he prepare by himself? Now, we need to understand when a student should join and when student can prepare by themselves. If a student has read all undergraduate subjects, suppose all the subjects from anatomy, physiology, biochemistry and to pathology, microbiology, pharmacology and ENT, Ophthalm, SPM and also about surgery, medicine and OG, and their level of preparation during undergraduate days for the respective year of exams were good enough, and they have read all those textbooks well, and especially those students who have read Harrison and Genong and Harper and Robbins pathology. So, this 4-5 subjects they have read well in undergraduate days. I will suggest that you will not require training in a coaching institute. Now, in case you have not done your undergraduate days well, and then you might require some help. And for those students who have done undergraduate days well, all that they need to do is they need to write some test series, some exams, and practice some old questions and the question banks which are available in the market. I think that will be more than enough for them to get on to the institute, especially AIMS, PGI and JIPMA, and even the NEET 2019. So, those are the students who are with the toppers, and they can definitely focus on the areas which are very strong, and can also focus on the areas which are really needed for the exam. Now, for those students who feel that my undergraduate day preparation is not that comfortable that I will be able to use that as my knowledge base and to go on with the exam, then definitely they might require a coaching institute. Now, when you look into the coaching institute, see, there are only few coaching institutes that are available for PG entrance exam preparation, and all the students who are in the process of getting prepared for a PG entrance exam will definitely know the institutes which are available for this preparation. Now, the institutes which are only on two aspects of this country. One, the institutes which are based on Delhi and the institutes which are based out of south in Chennai and in Kerala. So, there are only two ends of the map in India. There are the coaching institutes available. Now, which one will I choose and what will I choose? Now, choosing an institute depends on multiple parameters. The best parameter to choose an institute will be with your senior's reference. Now, any of your senior who has studied in that institute previous year, and definitely you can ask them their experience, and with that experience they could tell you this could work for you. Number two, the second way of choosing an institute is to look onto the ranks what has produced in the last exam. And the ranks that you need to look on is very important. The rank that you need to look on is not the first 10 or 20 ranks. See, I will tell you, the first 1 to 20 ranks is not determined by the institute at all. It is determined by the student themselves. Now, any topper, the first ranker or 1 to 10 or 1 to 20, student himself will not know he is going to get it, or the institute who is training the student will not know it. Because I am into this training process for past 18 years. I will tell you, if a student gets the top rank, that means it's a blessing for the institute that to have that student. That's the truth actually. It is not that institute that has given the rank to him. It is that topper has given the rank to that institute. That is the actual fact. Now, if a first ranker has joined the institute and the institute gets the credit of posting him as a topper for the institute and to get on to more admissions. That is the fact and that's the truth. So, every time the ranker, first ranker does not belong to any institute, he belongs to himself. So, the credit goes 100% to him, and so do not look into top ranks. Then what will I decide and what ranks will I decide? That means you will have to look at an average rank. What are the total number of students who studied in the institute and how many ranks it has been produced? That's what is very important, and that you can definitely go through a research, because you will belong to one medical college, and from that medical college, wherever your seniors have gone, and those seniors, they studied in which institute, from there they qualified or not. That's the best way to do it. Or today you have a social media, you have a Facebook. I mean, every institute post their students who have scored the ranks in the Facebook, and you can browse through the 4 or 5 institute which could post the ranks in the Facebook, and you can look into the average number of ranks, because any student who joins in any institute will always look into a comfortable rank to get the seat of his choice. No student will say, I am going to get the first rank and I am going to get this seat, because might be an ambition, but nobody will come out openly and say that. So, what I will suggest to you is, if you want to choose an institute, first could be the reference from your senior, or then it could be looking into the ranks and then joining in that institute. Now, the teachers, I will tell you the faculties or the key factors important. And who are the faculties that you need to look on? So, you need to look on those faculties who have experienced in the field of entrance and teaching, and you can definitely get on to those class videos and get on to how do they teach before you could join, because now the advent of technology, every institute can have a video of the class videos of 10 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes of the video. Then for all the subjects you can look into it, and you will be able to join in those classes. Now, I will tell you those faculties who are in the respective specialities, and those faculties who are into clinical practice. These are very important. Do not join any institute who is a faculty or full-time teaching only for entrance. I will tell you why. Because those faculty who are practicing, and they will be able to tell you what are the recent updates in the field of practice. If suppose it's going to be surgery, what are the updates in surgery, and what are the latest aspects which has been into the field, And so those subject specialists will definitely be able to tell you that. And let it be for medicine, let it be for any subject. I mean, it is always that they are either into the medical college or into the hospital that they practice, at the same time they teach. So, because in most of the situations, especially in institute exams, all they ask you is on a clinical basis. Suppose they give you a slide, because they give you a photograph or a picture. Now, in case the teacher does not have an experience of looking into the slides in the microscope or looking onto the clinical photograph or the patients, then he may not be able to give you that. I mean, how much of theory that you study to deliver may not be as equivalent to as you see a patient. In fact, you need to learn from a person who is practicing. I mean, that will really inspire you and get the feel of the subject. So definitely you need to understand that you need to get on to those kind of teaching methodology. And next, what determines the aspect of joining an institute is about the culture. I mean, what is that into the system? Now you need to see whether they are 100% is done only for commercial aspect, or is there a passion to teach. So there are two things. See, essentially finance is required for everyone to teach. Now if you could understand that if a teacher takes class that he likes to teach the student, and where are those teachers and in which institute are those teachers available. So you need to choose that these are the teachers that I will choose for my learning. I mean, it is not that I will try to capitalize on the student's need and I'll make more money, and because of money I am taking class. So those kind of system will not give you the results that you expected. Next, what I can tell you is, then the faculty, then after that the materials. I will always recommend the students to follow the material given by the institute. Whatever the material that is given by the institute for teaching, it be any institute, you please follow that. I mean, you need not buy any books from the market. I mean, in case you want to buy some books from the market from your senior's experience, you can do so, but before that, you will finish all the materials that is given in any institute that you join and follow their class notes along with the printed materials. And similarly, the test series. Write the test series, what the test series given by your institute and where you have joined, and finish those test series and take an additional test series if you have more time. So these are the basic things that you will require for your preparation. I'll tell you why. If you are going to follow a different system in the market and a different system in the institute, both will not give you any kind of a benefit. So there will not be any synergy. So if you have joined a place, trust the place and follow what the system gives you in that institute. It be the teachers, be the material or the test series. So this is all about to choose an institute. And apart from that, the next what we are going to talk about is the best place to study. Now the best place to study is definitely not home. Number one, I can suggest to you, if you have completed your medicine and MBBS and internship, then you have joined an institute. Most of the institute runs on weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Saturday and Sunday. Rest of the days, I suggest you will go out of your home and go to a nearest library which is available for you. And library timings generally opens in morning 8 o'clock to evening 9 o'clock. Spend the entire 13 hours or 14 hours which is available in the library, because those students who study in the library are the real motivators for you on the other than class days. So I will definitely suggest you that to go out of your home and spend the entire day, and that day in the library. That will be the most productive hours in your PG preparation. In home, there could be a lot of distraction, and that will not allow you to give you that number of hours that is required for an entrance. The minimum hours that is required per day for a full-time preparation is almost 10 to 12 hours. That the basic hours that you need to put on is to be in a place that could give you that environment. Now, the other part of talking about the environment is an exclusive environment that you can choose. In case you want to travel outside from your place, then there are a lot of places available in down south, in Kerala or in Chennai, where you can travel to a campus or a residential campus, where every student who is in the campus could, in the place or in the campus, or preparing for the same exam. So, the environment itself is preparing for one exam, and that could be a real motivating factor for you to prepare for PG entrance. So, it becomes very simple that either that you will be in your own place as a native place and spend less time in home and more time in the library, or in case you want to shift, then you can shift to the places where these facilities are available, and you will go to an environment where the entire environment is preparing for the same exam. Understood? Okay, next, let us come to the technology. Now, technology plays a role when you don't have an access. That means, I don't get a access to these classes, and I cannot go into a coaching center. So, what kind of technology is available today? There are two kinds of technology available today. Most of you are aware of it. One is satellite based learning, the other is app based learning. Now, in case you want to understand the satellite based learning, where the teacher operates from a remote studio and to a remote site where there is no access to the coaching center. In choosing a satellite centers, you should be extremely careful to ask yourself that if I am joining a satellite center, is the classes or live classes or recorded classes. So, you will choose a live class, number one. Number two, the second point, when you choose a live class, you will ask for, can I interact with the teacher? So, if these two facilities are there, I will attend a live class. At the same time, I will be able to speak to the teacher, because the technology today has a two-way communication. That will I be able to speak to the teacher. Now, if I am able to speak to the teacher, then it will be as good as, not 100%, at least close to 95 to 96% as a face-to-face real class. So, that could be an option in case you don't have an access, and could be a good option if you don't have an access to the nearest coaching center. Number two, the app-based learning. See, the advent of app-based learning, I have seen a couple of videos in the YouTube and the Facebook. See, if you don't accept technology today, it may not be appropriate for the time that we have evolved. Now, my experience in this PG entrance training program is for 18 years. I started this program in the year 2001. Now, I would have closely trained to almost close to 1 lakh of students. So, I will tell you today, the technology gives you the convenience. That means, you can learn at any place, anywhere, at your convenient time. So, we cannot exclude the technology. You cannot wipe off the technology because you are not using and comfortable with the technology. That is not correct. I will tell you, in another 2 years or 3 years, there will not be any coaching center. There will not be any coaching center. There will be only technology. I am telling you in advance. I'm one of the pioneers in this field. In another 2 to 3 years, if coaching centers are not upgraded to the technology, you will not be in the field. Why? I will tell you. You need to look onto the convenience of the student. It is not the convenience of the institute. You should be bold enough to upload all your content in a technology platform, and you need to give to the students. That's very important. This is the message that is given to the institute, all the people who are running the institute. I'll tell you why. Because the student today want the backup for what the classes that he wants. So, for the students, what I'm trying to tell you is, if technology is available and the entire course content is available in the technology, I think you should go for it. Why? I'll tell you, because all the content is in your hand. You can customize your preparation. That means, if you want to complete in 2 months, because there will be 400 to 500 hours of video lectures to complete one course for PG entrance. 400 to 500 hours can be completed easily in 2 months. So, for 2 months, you can complete a course continuously. If you are going to watch those videos, you are going to complete the course. So, 2 months if you complete the course, then you can start your preparation. You will have the insight of what are the topics that are required, what are the areas the teacher is discussing. So, these are the things that I know. If you want to stretch it to 6 months, you can do so. So, there are a lot of convenience in that. So, it can be completed in 2 months or 3 months and 6 months according to the student schedule. And then you can plan for the revision quickly, and you can watch n number of times. So, that could lessen the burden of a student buying big books, sitting for the lectures for long hours. So, all that he needs to do is you should put the earphones and listen to those classes for 4 to 5 times, then automatically goes to the long term memory. So, if technology in place, I will suggest the students to use for the technology, because that lessens the time for reading. That gives you a backup and easy to revise. And in case you have a technology with you and you have a connect of a real time class either to the classroom or a satellite, then you can use both. So, you can write the test and you can see the videos, you can learn the ebooks, and when the test series is there, you can write the test series, you can get a ranking and an all India ranking. So, it is going to be so convenient that could come into your mobile or a tablet. So, if it's available and if you could choose technology based and app based learning, I will recommend it, that you should go for it. And if your institute is going to provide you that, and you should take that option of that. So, we have discussed at length about the institute to choose, the books to read, and the environment to prepare, and also the technology to be used. So, beyond all that, I will tell you who determines your rank and who determines your results. You determine your rank and you determine your result. It is that your consistency and perseverance and your hard work will determine the results. Now, I will tell you, all the institutes more or less will give you what is required for the exam. There might be 10 to 15% variation, that is it. May not be much. But it is that you determine your results and your preparation and your performance. Once you start, you be consistent with your preparation and consistent with your workout on the MCQs, and if you could get on to that, definitely anything is achievable. And in my experience, I will tell you, those students who have spent 6 to 8 months with complete dedication and minimum of 12 hours, 10 to 12 hours of preparation and attending all classes and attending all mock exams and test series and subject wise and grand test, has definitely have done well, and you will also do well. I wish you all the best and all the success. Thank you.